Yo， 歡迎嚟到今日嘅 Bloop 啊！我哋今日嚟到外景
啊，正啊！因為我哋 studio 樓上裝修啦，好嘈啦，其實都有嘗試想等10分鐘，但係我哋頭先翻去攞凳咧係越嚟越嘈啊，所以冇辦法。今日我哋係last minute call 要轉景，
係啦，去到 studio 嘅後欄，
係啦，
有個山坡仔，
正到
咁經歷咗2個鐘嘅 hiking 之後咧，上到嚟呢度啦。
好正啊！我覺得將來如果想多啲 out trip 都可以考慮下。
係，我哋試一試今日情況如何。
So how are you?
Good.
Yeah. 有啲好正嘅合作啦，最近啦，我幾個禮拜前我同羅家英一齊。
家英哥 ，Only You。
噔噔噔噔噔噔噔，正嘅，一陣間唱一首歌。
OK。咁你去做咩咧？
拍廣告。
哦，係咩廣告？
好快就會知㗎啦。
OK，唔講得字嘅係嘛？
係啦，費事講啦。好開心啦，可以即係我係嗰日翻工咧係有少少點樣講咧興奮，係同埋緊張，係同埋見到佢第一個問題係我係咪識你㗎？
哦，佢問你啊？係啊。哦，咁。佢咪覺得你好熟口面咁樣係嘛？你好熟口面喎。
我唔知啊，總之我都答佢唔識嘅，唔識嘅。Hello， 係。And then 佢70幾歲啦，but he looks so good，he's so fit， 即係佢嘅人坐到直到咧係仲直過我啦，即係個腰啊個 posture 啊。佢
應該有大氣功架㗎嘛，佢每一秒都係即係嗰啲咁嘅 feel 咁樣應該係。
Yeah， 佢一埋位就即係安咗就係好精神。OK， 好 sharp。同埋即係我都喺度想讚一讚佢啲皮膚咧係真係好。你摸過係嘛？即係我同佢影一張好近距離嘅 selfie。係。And then I looked at the picture, I was like，damn, his skin looks almost like the same as mine. I was like， 仲要佢係靠樣揾食㗎咯，你諗下。咁佢都咁家應該都係嘅。係啦，佢都係啦。咁keep 得好好，係一個 very inspiring 嘅 model。即係我希望我70歲都好似可以佢咁。哇！
我都想啦。
And you know， 我就做咗少少 research， 佢係打贏過 cancer 2次。
哦 ，OK。Yeah，I
mean like wow，that's
fighter
incredible。
Yeah。
So 呢個係我其中一個好正嘅合作啦。
咁呢個合作啊 ，assume 係一個 comedy 嚟㗎係嘛？
係嘅，絕對係嘅。咁就都係將佢啲可能最大家認識佢嘅 style 嘅 comedy， 我嘅最多人認識嘅 comedy 就
撞埋一齊，
撞埋一齊 ，so 好快就會出啦。咁嚟緊第2個合作，我想分享啊，因為我覺得係一個好值得去講嘅故仔咧，就係嚟緊12月，我會做一個演唱會，希望疫情唔會影響呢個 show 啦，希望可以繼續係 live 嘅，係 live 嘅，喺荃灣，係潘迪華嘅 tribute concert。咁佢都揾咗好多唔同嘅歌手，唱翻佢嗰啲 classic 嘅歌。咁佢揾我嘅時候，佢就俾咗2首歌我揀嘅，一個就係 Bengawan Solo， 一個就叫做 I Am Yours。咁可能好多人會有聽過 Bengawan Solo， 因為喺王家衛可能係《飛正傳》有呢首歌有出現過做配樂。And 佢亦都有份演嘅呢出戲，佢攞獎嘅。So it was probably I need to double check if this song was in that movie。可能係第2套戲。
但係一定係王家衛㗎啦。
Yes， 一定嘅。咁佢俾咗2首歌我揀啦。咁我揀咗第2首歌。And then 幾個禮拜後咧，我有一次我翻我公公屋企咧，就我同我公公講，Oh， I'm doing a concert with 潘迪華姐姐喎。咁因為我唔知佢哋會唔會識嘅，因為佢哋應該係同個 generation 嘅。咁佢話係啊，我哋識㗎。以前即係我公公咧，同我婆婆咧，就喺即係應該50、60年代邵氏電影片場嗰度識嘅。因為我以前我公公做製片啦，咁我婆婆以前喺嗰度有做演員啦，之後佢又做服裝啦，所以應該都係同一個 circle 嘅 friend 嘅。And then 我就話係啊，我揀咗呢首歌叫做 I Am Yours。And then 我俾佢聽啦。And then he was like I know this song。And then 就係另外一件好 amazing 好神奇嘅故仔咧，就係另外一個 storyline 就係我每次翻我公公屋企咧，佢哋都會話呢間屋即係我公公依家住嗰間屋咧係一個好 musical 嘅屋，因為以前個業主咧 before 我哋喺度住咧就係一個作曲人，咁呢個作曲人咧就寫咗好多好多好 classic 嘅歌，有一首叫做綠島小夜曲，你有冇聽嗰首歌咧？
有。
So he lived there。呢個人叫做周南平。咁就呢個係我由細個聽到大嘅故仔嘅。It's like this is some guy。But 當然嗰陣時咁細個完全對呢個作曲人同埋呢啲歌都冇乜印象啦，因為唔係我哋嘅 generation 噶嘛。So it was just always like 係一個喺屋企間唔中聽個故仔啦。So then OK 就翻嚟嗰個禮拜，我同我公公講，我揀咗 I Am Yours。And then I played the song for him, and he was like, this is 呢首咪就係綠島小夜曲啦。And then he's like 係啊，嗰個作曲人就喺呢間房以前寫歌嘅，佢個 office 喺即係佢個 study 喺嗰邊嘅。
即係就喺佢住緊嗰間屋入邊
啊。
Yeah.
Damn. Right. So like it's amazing, like music and even 無論你係好多 generation 前，你個 music 係可以 touch 到今時今日。And somehow I think that's a good place to tie in 我哋今日嘅嘉賓 ，because 呢啲係之前嘅前輩啦。But 今日咧，我哋就邀請一個 new generation 嘅歌手
，absolutely new gen。
我哋啱啱認識嘅幾個禮拜前。At Dragon Eye we first met him。喺
Dragon Eye 食飯，我哋去食飯啫。
我哋去食飯，
我哋食點心，
我哋食飯。呢個好過好多禮拜前嘅，唔係
總之係食飯啦，
安全嘅時間。
And
yeah, he's young. He's got a bright future in front of him, and we're happy to talk with him today. Learn more about his story, his music, and 佢將來想 plan 啲乜嘢。今日
有請
Sunny Lukas。
Welcome, Sunny Lukas.
Sunny Lukas.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So we met you like 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, before all the pandemic just became like worse.
Yeah. And that night we were at Dragon Eye and you performed like 6 songs, right?
Yes, sir.
And there was dancing, there was singing, there was
jumping,
screaming.
there was
there was IG stories being filmed.
But
there was hype man Big Daddy Glam.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Gordon is
shout out to Big Daddy.
He's a good hype man, though.
Absolutely.
He's got it down.
100%.
So afterwards, funny story. I asked Gordon to come on Bloop, and first of all, he's very busy, so he couldn't make any time in this couple of weeks. But he was like, "Yo, you have to think twice before you invite me on your show."
Yeah.
Because
we might take over.
he was
For
like,
sure.
once you give him a mic, he said, "I don't shut up." He was like, "I can talk for like 12 hours. Are you guys ready?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then his second notice was like, what did he say? He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna hijack your show, so you probably won't be able to say anything at all."
That's
Bloop, bloop, bloop. From now on, it's gonna go Big Daddy Glams.
Hijack, bloop, bloop. But yeah, one day, shout out to Gordon for introducing Sunny to
for
us.
sure, 100%. Yeah.
Okay, so before we start digging into your story, your music, and your future, we're gonna play a little icebreaker.
Let's do it.
So let the audience.
This
and
game
everybody...
is called Know Yourself. So far, every guest was somehow got some questions quite catered to them. So we'll see what you get.
Let's do it.
Any card. There's a lot.
Let's get this one there.
Okay.
The other side.
Whoa.
The other side.
Okay. I was just like.
That was a lot of questions. It's like a
wow.
fucking
Oh
essay
my
right there.
God. I don't think this is. Damn. This.
I think this is good.
I don't think.
We want to know this. We want to know this.
Yeah. Okay. It says. What are you a little addicted to? Question mark. Porn, alcohol, shopping, arguing, etc. I'm not addicted to either except for shopping, actually. I really like shopping and making music, basically. That's it.
Addicted to making music.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's all... Leila, addicted to...
Eating. Oh,
eating, yeah.
Obviously. The whole drinking, eating,
wow.
binge drinking.
Have you ever seen his IG stories?
Never.
He's pretty much every day eating some, like, big ass meal, like
High
a meal,
calorie.
high calorie.
Well, because of COVID, I try to cook a lot at home. So I was bored at home, right? So I would be like getting all these ingredients, trying to entertain myself by like, okay, let me debone the chicken and make one chicken into 3 dishes kind of thing to entertain myself. So I'll be like cooking it for like 3 hours, eating it, making videos for that. It's for fun, for myself.
Yeah, I mean a little respect because like his cooking. It's not like, oh, I'm just gonna bake a chicken. It's like there's many process steps and like procedures, and yeah, it looks pretty good. I have to, do you?
I want one actually.
As long as people enjoy them, I'm happy with it.
I want to try it.
But
Sure.
everyone's always talking about their
The last
favorite
part.
shot, right?
My last part. So basically, I will have step 1, debone the chicken. Step 2, cook it for how long, whatever. And at the very, very end, I always add this part where I eat it with like a camera, like when I eat it, and I just put step 13, eat it. So some people will be like skipping the entire process and just watch me eat it. It's like, what kind of weird people are you guys?
You should do the mukbang,
Yeah, it's basically mukbang. But
Yeah.
like,
What's mukbang?
mukbang is like
It's like
Korean
an ASMR type.
Korean
eating,
eating
yeah.
for an hour kind of thing. Yeah,
Oh wow.
it's
Okay.
huge too.
Okay.
Or what are you
What am I
addicted
addicted to? Junk food.
Like-
So 2 food
Yeah.
guys. Right
Well,
here.
I mean, his favorite is like pizza, hamburgers, chips. Typical
cream.
American guy.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, chips. Yeah, addicted to. I think I'm getting more and more addicted to working. Like
That's
kind of.
worrying, man.
Yeah. I used to not be so addicted, but now like more and more. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. Maybe it's a good thing, especially
Who knows? Have to find out.
yeah. But yeah, so tell me about. You said you're addicted to making music. Are you making music now every day?
Yes, sir. I am.
Yeah. So tell us, can you share with us a little bit about your music journey? Where did you start, and how did your journey take you right from the beginning to where you are now?
Yeah, I just started in a dorm room in high school in Connecticut, actually.
How old
And
were you?
I was actually 16.
Okay, that was 4
That
years ago.
was- Yeah, 4 years
That
ago.
sounds like a long time, right? For
Dude,
us, it's
but
like
in
half
4
my life.
years, you
4
have
years.
achieved a lot. So yeah, let's break this whole journey down. It's super.
For sure, for sure.
You had your first song came out on Spotify in 2016.
Yes, sir.
That was once you started and you had a song out already.
It was my first single called
Okay,
Nostalgic.
okay.
Yeah.
And did you make that song yourself?
I wrote it, and then I had a buddy of mine produce it.
Yeah. So
Let's move back a little bit more. Like you must have like training when you were a kid, right? Like since you're 3, you start playing piano, all this shit, right?
Yes, sir.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
So like, what do you learn when you were a kid?
Piano.
Piano.
7
Straight up,
years,
yeah.
and then just self-taught guitar,
Okay.
and then violin, the recorder.
the recorder.
Yeah, the
Nice.
recorder, and just started singing like ever since.
Were
So-
you always like a performer when you were a kid? Like, do you like your mom would go, hey, perform to uncle and aunties and kind of thing?
Yeah, that's,
and you were
that's
love
me.
to do it.
I think I just always wanted like all eyes on me, that type
Okay,
of stuff.
okay,
Like
attention.
even when I was in school,
Yeah.
I always wanted to be like in the spotlight, but I was like shy and like insecure. But I mean, now it's just like the confidence is here, so I can do it.
So what kind of music did you listen to when you're growing up? And can you share with us a little bit where you grew up? And
Grew up in Hong Kong for 14 years until I moved to the U.S. for high school. I actually went to Beijing in between for 1 year to practice my Mandarin, and then been in the U.S. ever since.
and then what kind of music was like playing? What did you like to listen to when you were growing up?
I grew up listening to this particular album called like Essential Love Songs 101. You know those?
mixtape
Yeah,
kinda-
like Celine
right, right.
Dion,
Yeah,
Whitney
yeah, yeah.
Houston, like
Dude,
just
those
a
are the
bunch
classics.
Of
Yeah.
exactly. And then I would just always play it before I go to sleep, in the car and just everything like that. Until one day when I was in my friend's house, I was looking at the TV, and then like Justin Bieber came. And then I was just like, who the hell is this guy? And then I started like being a huge fan of him. And then Ed Sheeran.
Was that
Just-
when Bieber started coming out with stuff
As
with
well.
Diplo, like that album? I forgot what album.
No,
that
no,
was.
no. Like way before.
Oh.
Like
Baby time?
yeah, like even before.
Even before. Oh,
Like-
so when he's still a kid.
Yeah, when
playing
he
on
was
the
a kid.
street.
Yeah, I saw
Okay,
him on
okay.
TV.
When he was like 13 something, right?
Yeah, And I was like, who is this guy? You know? And then like all my friends are like hating on him and stuff like that. But I was just like really looking into it. So I guess he's like definitely one of my biggest inspirations for sure.
Ah, cool. I can
Yeah.
definitely see a lot of like characteristic traits, like kind of like with what you're doing too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
that's good.
So then after Beijing that 1 year, then you went to the US. You were in high school there.
Yes,
and
sir.
then after high school, where did you go?
I went to Berklee College of Music.
And that's where and you're still studying there now
Yes, sir.
too, right?
It's my third year actually.
And you were telling us that your major or your focus is on singing and songwriting.
Songwriting major, and my principal instrument is voice.
Ooh, how many more years do you have until
2 more actually.
2 more?
Yeah.
But now it's like all messed up, right?
It's all messed up, so I'm just trying to figure it out. So right now, I'm taking a gap year.
Oh.
Yeah.
So so now in those years so your first song came out
Uh-huh.
and how did it do and how were you what was your next step? Like
Actually, this is the first question that anybody has ever asked me. Like, how did my first song do? It actually did like pretty well. I mean, considering it as a first song, it got around more than 30,000 streams on SoundCloud, because that's where I put it.
first.
You know,
SoundCloud,
on SoundCloud first, and then it just got like 30,000 streams, and everybody in my school just like knew the lyrics and like just sang it every time they like saw me. So I was like, oh, like it's working, you know? It's,
Is it all English, right?
yeah,
Do
yeah,
all your
all
songs
English.
all English? Do you do Mandarin songs as well?
Recently, I put out a couple of Mandarin songs, so definitely
so back
check
then
it
it's still
out.
all English.
All English, yes.
So how because I guess what I want to know more, it's like how did you just put out a song and like get the traction that you got? Like have you ever thought about it or broke it down, or like what did you have any strategy, or what's your strategy now?
I did a little promo, you know, looked at some like websites, and also most importantly, it's just getting all my friends to like repost it, like to share it with all their other friends.
Yeah.
And I even got like my friends' moms listening to it, you know, in car rides and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it's just like,
sharing.
yeah. I feel like also most importantly, it's, you know, the song itself. I feel like the first song I put out is like really like catchy. And it's really simple too. It's like there's really nothing into it if you listen to it.
So after the first song,
Wait,
then you had an
ask a little bit more
album.
on this song though, because like you were 16.
Yeah.
And the song was called Nostalgic.
Nostalgic, yeah.
Like how much nostalgia can you get when you were 16?
Very nostalgic. You know, when I was like 14, 15, I used to have like the best summers, best winter holidays, you know, spending time with family. And it's like, you know, I wrote the song like in a perspective of a girl, but it's actually a metaphor for like, you know, how much I miss going back to like a place or like a holiday or like a time, you know, stuff like that. Because I really miss, you know, stuff. when
Yeah,
I'm older.
I remember feeling very nostalgic when I was young.
Yeah, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
like because I think sometimes when you're young, like a lot of those feelings, you're feeling it for the first time too.
That's
So
exactly.
It's like, whoa, this is what like I fall like liking a girl feels like like when you're older, right? So those
Yeah.
feelings are stronger. Definitely, I would argue that when you're younger, you feel it more now. Like as like I'm kind of middle aged.
Well,
I don't.
You
I don't.
are.
I don't.
Exposed.
I don't feel it as
We're
much.
mid 30s now, so
Because like
middle
I use
somewhere.
more I use more logic now. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
when I'm thinking like, oh no, like yeah, I probably shouldn't spend that much energy
Yeah.
liking a person because I have other work to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say it's you feel things like I guess the trick is like when you're young, it's like do you know how to express that feeling? Like you feel it stronger, but like maybe the skill in expression, unless some people are just really good at expressing themselves.
Yeah.
But like, how about you? How would you describe or compare like your first song to some of the music that you're making now? What did you learn along the way? Because you have an album out too, right?
Yes, sir.
You put out an album.
I have 2 right now.
yeah.
That's out, and 1 coming soon.
So like who how to share your process now, like musically? I'm very interested. Like who do you work
Sure.
with? You work everything yourself? Are you producing everything yourself, or how does it go?
So after my first single, Nostalgic, came out, I got really good feedback, and then I just started producing in my room, in my dorm room, and just with a laptop, speakers, all that stuff. I wasn't really good back then, actually. Yeah, the beats weren't as good as now for sure. And then I got a call from a management in LA, and they're like half Sony joint venture with like another like a Muse in Japan. And his name was Johnny, and then Johnny just hit me up and wanted me to fly to LA during Thanksgiving of 2017. And then he put me in a room with a bunch of producers and songwriters, and then I was just there, just picking like some songs. He said, you need like more songs, like more good commercial songs, like, and then I just started recording over there. I worked with Drew Ryan Scott. He's like an amazing singer-songwriter. He did a lot for the K-pop industry, and then I worked with 3 different producers. One is Skylar Moans. I think he just produced Dua Lipa's last album.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then
The whole album, or like a
couple
little-
songs,
couple
actually,
songs?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we got JD Walker, who produced like one of my most popular songs, Everyone Is Beautiful. And then we got Hit Boy, who I think Grammy nominated. He did songs for like Rihanna, like Jay-Z, stuff like that. I think he did the End in Paris, that song?
Oh, yeah?
With Kanye West. Yeah, he produced that. And Trophies by Drake. And so we did a song together called Ain't Nobody. And it's, it's my first album too. So we did 3 songs, and then I flew back to Connecticut for high school. And then once, they were like mixing it and stuff like that, we had like a little party, like, high school parties and stuff like that, organized by the school.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would, always invite like a DJ. And then at that night, I went up to the DJ. I was like, do you mind playing, my songs and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, sure. So he played a couple of my songs. And then after that, I linked up with the DJ. His name was Jake Zielinski. And he like lives 30 minutes away from my school, and he also goes to college as well. And then we linked up afterwards, and then he said he was a producer, so I just invited him to my dorm room, and then we did 2 songs. We did 3 songs actually together, but 2 that was in my first album, which is called Hell Yeah and Solid Gold.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we just did those, and the other 2 songs in my album were actually done the summer of 2017 when I was in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, I got to work with this record, this production team called 1500 or Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They produced Bruno Mars' album, the 24K Magic. They produced like that song, and That's What I Like, and Finesse and all that
damn.
stuff. Yeah.
Those are
So they're also like Grammy nominated, and I was lucky enough to work with them. So we did 2 songs, written by James Fauntleroy,
nice.
who's like amazing. I'm Ready and Until There's None Left.
Oh, wow.
So altogether 7 songs, for my first album, and I released it on my 18th birthday.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
called Everyone Is Beautiful. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So did like the management kind of like link you up with all these like really impressive producers and stuff, or just somehow they
Just an A&R.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they just reached out to me,
Wow.
and they're just like, yo, you need like better songs. And I'm like, oh yeah, sure, I'm excited. But at that time, it was just more like, I didn't really have like a say in like what music I would like to produce. It was more of, they just like put me in a room full of people and then just told me what
Collaborate.
to do.
Okay.
So like I didn't really, have much to do in terms of like, musically.
Yeah. So, but the second album, you were just telling us like you're starting to get more and more involved in
For sure.
with the production and
For
like
sure.
the everything.
Sure, yeah.
So
The second album is actually, it's an EP. The second one is an EP called LA Kinda Way. I did it the summer of 2018. And I was definitely more hands-on, for sure. It was only just a producer. His name is Alex Nicefero. I think he produced Kehlani's last album,
Oh, yeah.
which is pretty dope too.
yeah.
And then same writer, Drew, and just us 3. And we're just,
That's your like
giving the
core
ideas and
team.
stuff.
almost.
Yeah, just core team. Definitely me and Drew is like
Yeah.
core team. So we did 5 songs.
Yeah.
And I feel like my sound has definitely developed and changed. If you listen to it, it's like more mature and it's like more towards the direction that I want to go. Instead, like the first album was more like, like only for the commercial, and for the people. I feel like the second one is more about like myself and my journey and.
So you were saying like this is more in the direction of where you want to go. Where do you see like your music in the next like 5 to 10 years? Where would you really like to develop it to?
I really want to be like a global superstar. I want everybody to know my music, love it. I don't only want to be like in Hong Kong or like in the US or like in China. I definitely want to be like known like everywhere for sure. And yeah, see where it goes.
Good, nice. So another question I kind of wanted to ask you about. Well, actually, my first question was like, so like, you're definitely like, as I mentioned in the intro, like the young and upcoming generation of music makers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, how do you view music like now? Because like, for example, like when I grew up, like music was like, it still had value. Like a CD, people could make money from buying CDs. But like in your generation, that's like you probably grew up, you were born and like CDs were not valuable anymore.
Yeah.
Do you think it changes the way of your perspective of music and how you want to make music now? Like, how does it affect your mindset?
Well, I feel like most importantly, I do music not because of monetary gain or anything like that. As much as I want like a healthy, comfortable lifestyle, and for my family and for my my friends as well, for myself, I also want the people to actually like the music. I feel like the audience is really, really important. I don't want to just make music because I have nothing to do. Like I want to make sure that I really present like a story, and like because it's like a form of expression, right? When you're sad, how you're feeling, and some of my songs like recently that I put out is like what happened like during summer, So it's like really true, really grounded, really vulnerable as well. And I want people to like listen to it and be like, oh wow, it like actually like impacted me. Because I actually remember a fan DM'd me once on Instagram. I think after I put out Everyone Is Beautiful, they were like in the hospital bed, like after post surgery or something, and then they were like in pain, like suffering, and I don't know, like catching their last breath or something. And I was like reading it, like a long message, and then she really like followed me like ever since from the start. The nostalgic era. And then she was just like, yo, I listened to your song Everyone Is Beautiful, and like it made me feel better, it made me smile. That's the thing I want to do and get out of music. Like in the long term, I want to educate people as much as just touring and everything. Like I want to be able to share that and like spread awareness that music isn't only just a song or your stage. It's like a culture. That's what I
like that. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think that's a really healthy mindset.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Nice. Yeah. That was it, right?
So, okay. So another topic that kind of wanted to pick your brain about. So we touched a little bit about your music and like your albums and looking forward to your new stuff. We'll talk more about your new stuff in the next round. But another aspect that I wanted to like pick your brain about was like social media. So like I know like you have huge social media presence. Like for example, like TikTok, like you have videos that went viral, right?
Yeah.
Like how do you like explain it to like Uncle Alex?
Oh, come on, man. I don't like that.
Like how did that work? Like how does that's like you got your music, right? But you also have your like your TikTok game. So how do you approach that like platform? Like because that incorporates more of your dance. But I know like I guess kind of what my question wants to go to like what is the work ethic that you bring to your TikTok platform? Because I know a lot of work goes into that too.
Yeah, for sure. TikTok, I started doing TikTok actually back in 2018. or late 2018, and at that time it was still Musically, I think, and I was just posting, random videos because I went on tour during that year. It was called the Boys of Summer Tour, and I performed in I think 14 cities on the East Coast with like a bunch of. It was like a social media influencer tour. And so I got to work and collaborate with a lot of, social media influencers.
So you already had a presence in social media at that time?
During the nostalgic era, I
Okay.
had like around 30,000 on Instagram, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, around that time.
Yeah.
So not too big, but I just got invited to the tour, and and I started growing, my fan base and everything, and it started doing like TikTok, and yeah.
So dance, is that something that you did when you were young too, or is that like something that you learned later?
I started dancing when I was 7. I went to Sunny Wong Dance Academy.
Sunny Wong.
Yeah, Sunny Wong.
即係郭富城個師傅
Exactly.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So we did it for 7 years. I mean, not 7 years. Sorry. 2 years around, and then just performed everywhere in Hong Kong. But I was, I was young.
Yeah.
And I just stopped for a bit, and then started, doing guitar and singing.
Music,
just,
right?
Only music. Not performing yet. And then afterwards, I got back to it, and now I'm dancing in Mongkok, practicing for China at crew players. So yeah, watch out for that.
Yeah, that's cool. So how does it work? Like when you have a like the video on TikTok like that
Yeah.
goes viral. Like how, like you were mentioning earlier about like the fan who was telling you how they were touched
Yeah.
with your music.
Yeah.
But I would imagine like if you had a video that went viral, like you're kind of like on a whole different level of like visibility. Like people are like, is there any pressure, or like how did that change your life or your interaction with the people outside, or even like how you operate your own
To be honest,
music in life?
I feel like fame does like change people a little bit. Well, I'm not like to the point where it's like crazy or anything, like where I should be like mentally unstable or like anxious. I feel like it's comfortable. When I first noticed that my video got viral, the dance video, it just completely like changed my life.
Was it like all of a sudden this one video just gone boom crazy viral? Is it
Well,
that kind of thing? Like over the night, oh my god, I have like 100 million followers or
you know
something
what?
that.
Like, let me share you this quick story.
Okay.
Last Christmas, like this day, last year, I was literally in bed. I was missing classes. I was in bed. I was just like waking up, and then like I was like, this app, I never opened it. Ever since like 2018, I just haven't opened it. And then I opened it, TikTok, and then at that time I already have like 8,000 or 9,000 followers. So I was like, not bad, right? And then I was just scrolling, the For You page and everything, and then I was just like, wow, like it's still a trend right now to use TikTok. So I just just tried it again, got no views. Literally posted like 4 videos a day of me like stupid
4 videos a
dancing.
day?
Yeah, 4 videos a day, 3 to 4 a day.
Is that
like,
a lot or is that not a lot? I don't know, because
That's actually average
That's
for
average?
like TikTokers. They do like 3 to 4 a day. Yeah,
Stories kind of thing.
it's not
Like
stories.
the
It's the
dancing.
actual posts.
Actual post. Okay.
Dancing.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Okay.
like
That's the
quick
frequency
cuts.
for them. Okay.
Yeah, the 15 second videos using
Okay.
like different sounds. Yeah, got no traction, nothing. Like basically all my 9,000 followers are like dead. Like they don't even know, forgot about me. And then I just started like just looking for trends and everything, like looking at other people, what they're doing, and just kind of like emulating them. But of course, like with my own personality and stuff like that. And I just did like a funny skit. I think that was like my first big break. I got right now it has 300,000 views, but at that time when I was hitting like the 70K margin, I was like, oh my god, that's like the best I'll ever get. So I was just like, oh my god, it was just it was like a funny video to other people. It was cool. And
You remember what it is?
yeah, for sure.
Tell us
it
about
was
it.
like I put in like a t-shirt for my long hair. I was acting as a teacher.
Okay.
The white T-shirt, and then I was holding my Berkeley notebook, and then I was just like, wait, bitch. Yeah, it was like that.
Okay.
And it was a sound, you know.
Okay.
And then I was just like acting. I was just thinking about it, and then so that just like got me more followers, and I think I was like slowly gaining like 100 to 200 followers a day, and at that time I was still small. And then I started, going from comedy skits to like dance videos, because that's when I met my schoolmate in Berkeley.
So after the T-shirt, you did more.
Yeah.
Also
yeah.
comedy. So it's also
Did
getting
more, yeah.
views as well.
Not really,
Not
actually.
really.
That was
Okay.
the only one with
Okay, that's
more
the
than
only one.
like
I see, I see.
10,000.
Okay.
Yeah, the other ones are like 4,000,
Okay,
like
okay.
average. So yeah, and then I met my friend, who is like probably one of my best friends now. He's a professional dancer from Japan, and his name is Ryo Oshima, and he goes to my school as well. And I think he hit me up on Instagram, and then I just told him to come over to my apartment. And he came over. At that time, initially, I released my album already, and I wanted him to do like a video, a dance, a choreography to my song for TikTok. And he came and he did it, and I posted it on TikTok. And he's like, "What is it?" He doesn't even know about it. And then I introduced him to TikTok. And then that was the time when we both, went back to our homes. Like I went to Hong Kong, and then he went back to Japan. And then like he was like actually in Japan, like grinding on TikTok. Like he was like, "Yo, Sonny, thank you for showing me this." And like right now, like he's just asking me a lot of questions. Like I'm just constantly helping him, because he also wants to be famous and stuff like that. And at that time, I already had like 30,000. He had like, I don't know, like 1,000 or something. And then we got back together after the Christmas break. We were both, doing our own TikTok things. And then we got back together. I mean, reunited together. And we both found like this cool idea where we would just dance like on an escalator in public.
That's the video that I was, I saw.
So that is when the whole, thing just like the trend just started. Like the whole wave of just dancing, stupidly on an escalator coming down. It's just
This is random shopping malls and coming down, right? Or
yeah. The thing is, we would always use this. We would always go to the same shopping mall in Boston. It's called the Prudential Center.
Okay.
It's like the best one. It's the biggest one. And then there's just one like escalator like going up on the right, and then one coming down on the left. And then we would just like go there every day at 2. Sometimes had to skip classes, for a stupid video
Worth
like
it,
this.
it's worth
Yeah,
it,
I mean, I don't know if it's worth it, but we were just testing it out.
Okay.
And then he actually hit 1 million views before me. And he started like later.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that
No,
like,
that's
like,
not gonna fly.
that jealousy, like even though when you're friends, but like when
Competition. Healthy competition.
healthy, yeah. But at that time I was like a little, jealous, I was like, damn, like if he's gonna blow up before me, like I'm gonna be like really, really sad, But I mean, but he's a really down to earth guy. He's like, Sonny, like whatever it is, like my success equals your success, So I was just like, you know what, like for sure, like I'm always here to help out. We're always here to help each other out. And then we started, just kept doing the same thing, the same dances but different outfits. And then we incorporated like bunny costume, Deadpool costume, hot dog, banana costume. We just bought it, and then people are like, what the hell is this? Like an anime convention or something? And then at that time we were like all just starting to like get views. Because like every single video would be consistent of that same dance and that same sound. Like I really thought people would be bored of that.
Even same music.
Yes, the same music.
Okay.
I only used like 3 of the same sounds. The first one is the Shakira Hips Don't Lie, that one. And then the second one is like, it's like a get busy, quick dance. And then the third one is like another one where it's like the signature move where you do that. It's like really, really stupid and simple.
Oh, so even the moves are already on TikTok. It's like someone already made those, or do you made it yourself?
The moves are made
Yeah.
for sure. We don't know where it originally came from.
Okay. Someone made it and you saw it somewhere.
I feel like we kind of like changed it a little bit.
Improvise it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. To make it like more of
Of your
ours,
your thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, just like that.
That's cool. Because I don't know. It's like a very
It's
happy,
weird.
Yeah, it's a weird happy story. It's like a
before we even like start using TikTok, I can't even use it anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah, Hong Kong doesn't have TikTok
Yeah.
now, right?
When I came back on I think March, late March. It was still here until like June or July, I think, when it stopped. And during that time, those 4 months, I was like literally just like going crazy with TikTok, like going to like Causeway Bay, like Sogo, like that crosswalk, and like Hyson Place and stuff like that. Like,
That's a
you know what I
big-ass
mean?
beat.
Oh shit!
Don't move.
All right.
He'll go away.
All right. Yeah, but just like stuff like that, and then yeah.
That's cool. That's
Are you
Dancing
still
everywhere.
doing this right now?
Pardon?
TikTok? Are you still doing it?
No
more?
I used to just use VPN and try
Okay.
to like bypass everything.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a secret. And I would just stay at home and change the content up. Whereas before it would be, you know, dance videos in public. I try to switch it up and do something with my helper, like pranks and stuff. It all started with me like doing the like just screaming in front of her and just like pranking her like when she's cleaning and stuff. Like I'd be like, "Hello," and she's like that. And then those would all of a sudden just get like so many views. And then all of a sudden people think like we're in a relationship. Like me, and then I just felt like out of place, so I just stopped it.
Dude, so you were saying most of your fan base is based in Brazil?
Yes, sir. Ole.
Oh,
¿Cómo você está?
yo, are you gonna take us to Brazil, man?
I've
He
never.
has your
I've
fans in Brazil. Like they're watching right now. Watch Bloop, Bloop, Bloop.
First
in
of all,
Brazil,
fans,
right?
I've never been to Brazil. But you know, eu te amo, obrigado. Ooh, let's get it.
Let's do it. I'll go with you. we'll
We'll come. Sure, let's do it.
So yeah, so your new songs, like you got a new song, you got a couple new songs, right? You were saying, could you tell us more about what the new music that you're making?
Yeah, sir. So after I got back to Hong Kong, you know, for this whole pandemic thing, I released, I think 8 or 9 songs, 8 singles. Yeah, a lot. Like once a month, for sure. I did a couple collaborations with a hip hop artist called Pim Pim Pat. We did 3 songs together. I performed those songs in Dragon Eye that time. Thirsty, Estrella, and Blessings. These 3 songs. And then I wrote a song for my mom called 18. I did not perform that because they wanted something, you know, crazy.
Yeah.
So like, but I will probably soon. And then I wrote 2 songs for my amazing girlfriend. And yeah, which is out. One was out last week, and then the other one was out like 2 weeks ago.
And they were in Mandarin, right? Or
The one that the Emily 我多么爱你 that
Yeah.
came out like 4 days ago. Yeah, it's in
it's a
Mandarin.
nice song. It's a nice song.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Is your girlfriend Emily?
Yes, it is.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Because
I
was
love
like-
you.
I was like, Emily. I was like, oh, is it Emily in Paris kind of related kind of thing?
Actually, that's funny because
Okay.
when me and my girlfriend we were watching, we were about to finish the season 1 of Emily in Paris. What a great show! I mean, first of all, amazing. So for
I haven't watched it yet.
you guys should definitely
I
watch
finished
it.
it a day.
Oh,
Yeah,
have
oh,
it?
It's,
Five?
it's really short.
Oh, have it?
It's like 9 episodes, 45 minutes. You can finish it in a day.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
5
wow,
hours,
yeah.
yeah.
I did not finish it in a day, by the way, because like we were really strict about it because we don't see each other every day. So it's
Okay.
like you know, whenever we're together, we would just watch it, and then when she has to leave, like I can't just sneaky watch it.
Sneak
You know, I just
watch.
can't.
Oh, man.
I but I
that's
want
good-
to
that's
because
good
it's like
discipline. That's
I'm
good
hooked.
discipline.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's so yeah. I also, you know, kept that rule as well, and then we you know eventually finished it, and it was funny, and then. I wrote the song before I watched it, you know, like probably like a couple weeks before I watched it, wrote the song, and I feel like it kind of fits the theme as well. But you know, it was if only like Emily in Paris was like, you know, a rom-com in China, you know, then it'd probably fit more of the theme because you know it's like in Mandarin. But yeah, I really like the song. It's short, simple, sweet. It's like a little love letter. So yeah, you should check it out. It's out right now on every platform.
Check it out.
Yes,
Also,
check it out.
Also, you mentioned you wrote a song for your mom, right?
Yes.
How's your relationship with your family?
I actually wrote 2 songs
2
for
songs.
my mom.
How,
Yeah.
how do they support or comment or how do they live together with this whole? Do they understand TikTok? Do they know what you're doing? I really want to know. Like sometimes even I feel
Yeah.
like your parents
Yeah.
doesn't know what you're doing.
We met your mom that night at,
Yeah, you
at
did.
TI.
Oh,
too.
she was there?
Yeah.
Yeah, she-
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, she was.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, I'll let you explain. So yeah, how does that work?
My mom is just super supportive. I feel like she's the only person that's like really been through, the start of my music journey until now. Been through, thick and thin, always supporting me, knows all my songs, knows all my TikTok videos. Sometimes she's like, "Can you just change the song, please?" And I'm just like, "No, I can't." And but she's deep down she's like really really supportive. And if I'm successful one day, hopefully everything is definitely gonna go back to her, because she really really like sacrificed a lot of time out of her work to come see my shows, come to the meetings I have with music executives and everything, just because she's also really interested in the music industry as much as because she does business, businesswoman. So she's really interested not only learning the creative side of it, but also the business portion of it.
Cool.
So it's really amazing. Like, she's been through like everything, like even going to LA and everything, like doing even small things. She's always there, knows whatever I'm doing. So it's just good to have like a crazy, like, she's definitely one of my number one fans for sure.
Is she also manages you or not really?
Doesn't manage me,
Okay,
unfortunately.
okay.
Yeah.
Because usually sometimes like family, like not like comparing Kim Kardashian, but that's what Kim's mom does, right? She managed all the kids somehow.
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, it's good to have maybe some
Yeah.
barriers like.
I've never had like a proper manager.
Okay.
I've always just kind of like managed myself.
You make your own calls basically.
Yeah.
Good for
sure.
you,
That's good.
man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Really great. That's so smart because like.
Yeah, I don't want to be like manipulated.
Yeah, I don't think I would be able to, if I was like 20, I wouldn't know. I'd be like,
He manages himself right now. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
he funded
Yeah.
his own music project stuff, but
I don't
back then
know.
he was still a
I
college
don't know.
kid.
When I
something.
was,
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, because like I've been meeting a lot of younger kids now, like going out to work, like
Yeah.
like on sets and stuff. Like, oh, I just graduated, And
Yeah.
like I'm super impressed with like the younger generations. I feel like a lot of like, are you Gen Z or
Gen Z.
A lot of Gen Z and like later millennials get a bad rep. Like they're not, they're lazy. Like they don't care. They're not.
Really?
They're not motivated. They're not interactive. But like I've met a
I think
lot of
those
very
are the
exceptional
ones who
ones.
go work for a company, and the older management people think them in their own mind. But if you do your own thing, like most of the younger ones who, if they do their own thing, actually a lot of them are really successful.
do very well.
Maybe I only met the ones who are successful. The ones who are struggling, I don't know a lot of them. So
Yeah. Well, Sonny, what do you think? Like amongst your peers, like, do you feel like your generation, like you guys are, you don't deserve this reputation that a lot of people are giving to Gen Z and millennials?
I feel like there's like a lot of judgment error. There's a lot of misconceptions and everything. Like, to be honest, when I was in high school, nobody like really wanted me to do this music thing. Like, they're just all like just do like
nothing,
yeah. Like, this guy's never gonna be famous and
Right.
stuff like that. It's like, I feel like right now this in this age, it's like it's completely different from what it was like 10 years ago. Like 10 years ago, like when you're trying to like do music and stuff like that, people are just like, oh my god, you know what I mean? It's like the biggest thing that anybody can do. It's like, wow, it's like God. But like right now, when you're just like you want to do music, like people kind of just like undermine that. They don't really like care about it. They're just like, yeah, you know what? But anyone can do music. Like even like YouTubers nowadays can do music. Like probably like, my receptionist is probably like a SoundCloud rapper. Like it's not like looked up upon anymore.
Yeah.
It's not like really like respected. It just feels like it's like a gimmick. Like anybody can do it.
Yeah.
Which, as much as I hate to say, like I don't really like that. I want it to be, music as an exclusive thing,
Yeah.
Not like anybody can like do it. But I'm happy that if, you have the talent to do it, then yeah, for sure, like, please. Like,
Yeah. No, I really like that insight because like that makes me think like, because I totally agree. Like when I was young, like even when I was in college, like and I was trying to do music with my band,
yeah.
like music was like, oh man, it's just like a pipe dream. You'll never be able. Like we used to have like one gig like once every 3 months.
Yeah.
And that gig we'd have to like fight for like we'd have to talk to that.
Yeah.
There was a club, like there was a booker or something. We just have to be constantly like emailing or calling, yo, can we play? Can we play? And like we played like 2 times probably. It was so hard.
Yeah.
But now with social media, like you making YouTube music, TikTok, like it's a much more easier to
For
do.
sure.
Like
for
I'm
sure.
just wrapping up what you said. But what I really agree with what you were saying earlier was like, so if it's so easy now, like what can you do to make your music more special or stand out? And I think like you're very your direction's right. You're just sharing like your real life, your personal message, your personal experiences. Yeah, I think that's a really good direction.
For sure. Because, like, one of the recent singles I put out, which I'm really, really, really proud of, I feel like it's like a song that fully embodies, like, me, my journey, and who I am. It's called Hometown Hero. I think I performed it in Dragon. It was the last song where I got, like, really, really emotional and stuff like that. It was just, it's mainly Chinese in Putonghua. And then it's just basically talking about, my struggles in high school, a lot of discrimination, people who, don't care about me and just like look down upon me, and just how I kind of overcame that and did like just screw whatever they said. I'm gonna just go on a tour and just show people like my talent and give back to my family. In Mandarin I said this in the song. I said 在台上努力奋斗，在台下wait no 在台下努力奋斗，在台上一鸣惊人。I think so. It's like and I said like 把家里人放在最前，把自己放在最后。It's kind of like I wanna do something for my family, that type of stuff.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Let's end it there.